It's been amazing fun pretending to be sort of James Bond for the day and doing high-speed chases and helicopter rides, and it's been absolutely fantastic. So I thought, let's recap on the gadgets that we were testing, and I can give you my final thoughts on each of them from what we experienced today. Now I have to say, I do really like it. I like it for two reasons. I like it because it is smart and it looks nice and it feels nice to wear, and it's a very well designed piece of kit. And I like it for the camera, the covert camera that you have stashed away in your watch. It's good to show off with. I don't know how specifically what situations it would be useful apart from taking sort of sneaky photos of people in either a good or bad way. It does a whole load of other stuff, but frankly it doesn't interest me as much. I'm sure I can see all sorts of notifications and change the watch face and do all sorts of things. But in terms of how this stands out, for me it's the camera and the design of the thing. It has the voice input, you can talk to it if you want to, but I don't really like Siri. I don't use it that much because I feel a bit stupid kind of saying things out loud as a command into a device. The other concern I have, as I mentioned, is about charging. This feels like quite a powerful device that I'm probably going to be tempted to charge every day or every couple of days. If I am going to be charging it every day or two, what you have to do is you have to unlock this thing and then clamp it together, and then you charge via the USB port there. They've really not made it easy for you to charge the watch, and it's something you're going to have to do regularly, and I think that's going to be a big drawback. I do like it. I like it actually more than I thought I would. I thought I was just going to be like, meh. It is a very sexy piece of kit, so I urge you to go and pick one up and feel one and see what it feels and looks like, and the little hidden camera is a really cool conversation starter and something to show off with. The main things I like about this are the design. So it's difficult for fitness gadgets to kind of look cool, but it just looks like a fairly nondescript band. People are interested in it when they see you wearing it. It's not particularly girly, which I like as well. It's light, and also it tracks your sleep, and that's one of the few things that I've actually bothered to wear it for and look back on when I had it back home. Now, will I use this much beyond this trip? Probably not, but that's because I'm not in the mode where I really am desperately trying to lose weight. Don't make any comments. But if I were, I think this is great. It syncs up with your phone really easily. The setup was easy. You can track all sorts of things, some of which you do have to enter manually, but you do have like a database, a food database for entering the calories you've taken in. So it's really difficult to find too much fault with this. It does a really good job of tracking your movements and how much energy you've used and your sleep. The only flaw that I can really find with it is the fact that when I had no signal, it wouldn't sync with my phone. It wouldn't show me today's stats. So I don't understand why I need to have internet to be able to see the latest updates, but that was annoying. Without going into all of the features, it's a great little action camera. It does such a good job of being there to capture the high-speed stuff. It's a really simple operation. But for me, I wouldn't use it that much. Because I don't do a lot of extreme sports, again, don't make any comments. It doesn't serve the purpose I need. There's no viewfinder, and so for my sort of vlogging and YouTube purposes, it doesn't do the job for me. But if I was out there trying to capture all of my high-speed stuff on a regular basis, this would probably be my favorite gadget of the trip. You know what, I find it difficult to be too excited about this camera. It's a nice camera and it does a good job of taking pictures, but there are plenty of nice cameras that do a good job of taking pictures. It looks quite cool, it looks a bit sort of retro styling. The opening mechanism we were talking about before, there's no on button. You have to twist this thing and then pull it out to actually start the thing up. Also, to record, there's no video mode on the top, and you've just got the big red record button on the back. Both of those seem like quite simple things, but they are new behaviors that you have to learn, and you don't really get much more benefit that I can tell from this camera than you do from any other. There's no viewfinder, and so I wouldn't use it for my YouTube purposes, and I find it difficult to get too excited about a camera that does very similar things to many other similar cameras like it. And finally, I have saved the best till last. This by far is my favourite gadget that we've been testing, and my favourite gadget of the whole trip. I've been using it every single day for the vlogging. It's the Canon Legria Mini. I love how Canon have thought about the people who are going to use this. They've designed something that caters exactly for the need. It's lightweight, it's easy to carry around, it's pocket friendly. It looks interesting, so people want to actually talk to you when you're using it because they don't know really quite what it is. It's got the kickstand at the bottom. It's got the screen that folds two different ways, so you can film yourself or you can film others. It's got a dedicated photo button at the front, so you can take photos of yourself. And for me, for the show for CES, it's been amazing that the fisheye sort of wide angle view allows me to talk, hold it up, and you can see what I'm talking about and you can see me, and it's a great bit of kit. The only things I'd say about this which are downsides are two things. One is the fact that it uses a micro SD card, so I had to go out and buy a whole lot of micro SD cards, which I didn't have before. And the other letdown is the fact that I took it out one day into the desert when we did the test this morning, and it's now broken. I have to open it manually by sort of sliding my finger across the lens, and it does close, but it doesn't open on its own anymore. So it's not the most rugged of cameras, and that's a bit of a letdown. Huge thanks again to Curry's PC World for sending me out here. It's been just such an amazing experience. I hope you've been entertained by some of the footage I've been able to find at CES and some of the new stuff that you didn't know existed. I'm absolutely shattered, but it's been a great time, and just thank you to everyone.